Coming to you on a dusty road. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Okay, guys. A little bit bright in here. Sorry about that. Just wanted to say I'm sorry I wasn't here last week. We were supposed to go live last week, um, but I just couldn't do it. I was in the zone. Like I should say, I wasn't in the zone. I sat down to do the live, and there was just nothing really there. So I try to honor that and not just make stuff up. Okay. So, but I'm here tonight. Got a couple things I want to talk about for all you manly men out there or men who want to be manly. Um, just know that manly is good. Men are good. Um, your masculine force, as I've said many times, is good. Let's zoom in here a little bit better. Your masculine force is good. It is God given. Without it, we cannot survive. I mean, the humanity cannot survive. Masculinity is not toxic. It is good. Your masculine power is absolutely necessary. And I'm recommending, as a man, I don't care how old you are, 18 and up. I mean, really, 16 and up. You're stepping into your manly force, your masculine power. Grab it, use it, put it out in the world because we need it. The masculine is good, and the feminine, of course, is good. They're both good. They're both God given. They're meant to dance together, both within us and between us as men and women. Let's not get it confused. There have been a lot of like poor messaging going on out there. Um, you know, it's all good. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It's good. So here we go. Uh, I just want to remind you that the truth is true, whether you believe it or not. So I'm asking you not to believe me, anything I say, and I recommend you don't believe anyone out there or any organization, um, any person, any teacher. I'm asking you to just receive me. Just receive me. Don't believe me. Don't believe a word that I say. Just receive me because within you is truth. You come from truth. You could say God is true, God is good, God is power, God is knowledge, God is joy and peace, or the universe, God, whatever you like to call it. I call it God. When I speak of God, I'm not talking about a guy with a white beard and a white gown sitting up in a golden chair. I'm sure most people don't see it that way anymore, but the creative force, that which generated all that is good and is within you. You come from that force as an extension of that force. I mean, what could God create you out of? Only all that God had to create with, which is God's stuff. And true creation happens as an extension. So you could say God extended God's self to you and then loved what he extended, has absolute full attention on it all the time. And that's what keeps you alive and breathing. And that is how we truly create as well. As extensions, we create by extending our truth, our knowledge, our love, you know, the power within us, the force. And so at this level, there's the masculine feminine dance, and the masculine is good. And the truth is true, whether you believe it or not. I'm not saying I'm the purveyor of all truth. What I am saying is if you just deeply receive everyone who comes before you, every teaching that there is, you don't have to resist it. You don't have to fight against it. You don't have to be right and make them wrong or be wrong and make them right. None of that. You don't have to win. You don't have to dominate. All you have to do is let it in, receive it. It cannot harm you. There's nothing out there that can harm you. no teaching, no belief system. None of that can harm you in any way if you just fully receive it, because the truth in you is sort of like this touchstone of knowledge, of truth. It knows the truth when it hears it, when it sees it, when it takes it in, and what's true in what's being said or what's in front of you will stick, and what's not true will simply fall away, because that touchstone of truth in you is like Teflon. Nothing can stick to it that's not true. Again, you don't have to fight against it. When it hits you, when it touches you, what's true sticks and what's not true falls away. And that's just how it is. You don't even have to say a word. You'll know the truth when you hear it. So I'm asking you just to receive me, just to listen, to take it in. Everyone wants to be heard, but nobody's out there listening. Most people don't want to listen. They want to be heard. They want to be seen. Most people want attention, but they don't want to give attention, right? I'm saying your life is going to be much more abundant and prosperous if you just learn how to genuinely receive. And the way you genuinely receive is by true listening. If you truly listen, then there's no judgment or interpretation. There's only receptivity, right? And so that's my recommendation. Just practice it right now. Just take in what I'm saying. I'm not going to speak perfectly. Of course, nobody does. Certain words mean to me, they may not mean the same thing to you. Most people don't go by dictionary definition of words. Our words mean what they mean to us based on our past, based on past experiences. So I may mean one thing when I'm using a particular word, and you may hear it differently than I mean it, right? And so if you just let them in, words are vehicles for delivery, right? They're vehicles for delivering a communication. If you just let them in and you look for the truth, you're listening for the truth will find you. The word doesn't have to be perfect, right? You can have an old beat up pickup truck, 1956, wrangly old thing. It can still deliver something beautiful to you, right? So yeah, so just take it in and receive it. Before I say this next thing, and I want to make a distinction now. So remember, the truth is true whether you believe it or not. If you're listening, the truth will find you. The only thing that needs your belief to stand, the truth doesn't need your belief to stand. It just needs receptivity. The only thing that needs your belief to stand is lies and illusions, right? And here's the thing about belief. That's why I'm asking you to stop believing me and don't believe anybody. Stop believing and just start receiving, right? So it's lies and illusions that need your belief. And here's the thing about beliefs. Believing is an activator. When you believe, you activate. So whether it's true or not, ultimately true or not, you will activate what you believe as if it were true for you. So all those hidden beliefs, those limiting thoughts and opinions and ideas, judgments and interpretations, many of which you don't even know are running in the background or operating like software or malware in the background. Those things are generating your reality, literally generating your reality. The law of attraction, like what you put your attention on, you will attract. Well, that's like kindergarten level of understanding the rule. What's really happening when your mind generates reality. There's nothing out there to attract. What's out there isn't even out there. It's just a reflection of what's in here. So your mind is literally generating the reality out there that you then experience. That's what's happening. All thoughts are vibration. The Bible says first came the word. What the word in Aramaic that was used for word really means something closer to vibration or sound, right? First came the sound or the thought, the intention, the vibration. Speaking a word is definitely a way to bring into the physical reality your thoughts, right? But you don't need to speak the word, you just need to think the word, right? What you think, you create. Literally, you generate it in the world, you make manifest by sending that vibration out into the world. You could think of it as the universe is just vibrating energy. The substrate of the universe is just this energy pulsing, vibrating. If you looked at it like clay, when you send out a thought into the world through your believing mechanism, your judgments, interpretations, and all that, it's like taking your hand and pushing it into the clay. You create this space, the shape of your thought, your hand, and then the universe immediately fills that space. The universe abhors a void, right? It can't have a void. It doesn't want that. And so it's like if you're in the ocean, you pushed your hand down in the ocean. For a nanosecond, you're going to see the shape of your hand in the water, and then immediately the ocean fills it in. That's how your thoughts work. The universe will produce for you what you put out there in your thoughts. And so I'm saying stop believing, and just start receiving. The truth will find you. You are a powerful being. Um, you don't need to believe in order to generate. You need to receive. And so if you want to generate good. So as an activating principle, you can believe something that's not true and make it real for you. Whether it's real or true or not, you will experience it as you believe it, right? This is why if you have judgments about men or about women or about people, certain types of people, black people, white people, tall people, short people, gay people, straight people, right? If you have these beliefs about that, these judgment interpretations, whether they're actually like that or not, you will experience them like that. And then you will experience people who are like that because they're going to fulfill your belief. You will prove what you believe, right? And so stop believing, start receiving. And I'll give you the last little principle for this evening that I want you to think about. These are powerful principles, right? They're spiritual principles. I want to make a distinction for you between task and job or purpose. So at your job, you may, if I said to you, what is your job? Highly likely what you're going to describe to me are your tasks at your job, right? I want to sort of collapse job and purpose together for our purposes, right? So start thinking of your job as a place where you can deliver your purpose. You can be about your purpose. Any job can do this. You don't have to leave your job to be about your purpose. Will you graduate to higher and higher levels of vehicles for delivering your purpose, like different jobs, different businesses, whatever? Yes, that'll happen as you get better and better at being about your purpose. But no matter what job you have right now, you could be in a service position at a Wegmans at the counter. That's the perfect place, actually, for most people to be about their purpose. Because your purpose with a capital P is the same purpose we all have. Your purpose with a capital P is to make heaven on earth. Make heaven on earth is your purpose with a capital P. But each and every one of us is a puzzle piece to heaven on earth, to God's grand creation, God's grand puzzle, where we bring a piece to that, right? And so you have your very own specific way of delivering or helping to make heaven on earth. I would say that's your purpose with a small p. The purpose we all share is the capital P purpose is to bring heaven to earth, right? And so no better way to do that. And that always requires some form of union, because the truth about the puzzle is only seen when the puzzle is joined together. All pieces are in place, then you can see the grand picture of the puzzle, right? So in order to make heaven on earth, we have to unify. We all have to come together and unite all of our thoughts and ideas and our gifts. We all get to bring those freely. And in that process, we become this beautiful picture of heaven on earth. And so if that's true, that in delivering your purpose, there's always going to be some form of communion or connection or uniting, some form of community occurring, than being in a service position like working at Wegmans or working at a health club at the counter, or anytime you're in any position where you're dealing with the public a lot, you are having hundreds, if not 1,000 opportunities a day to be about your purpose. So you could look at your purpose, your specific purpose, as a way of creating union, connecting, just simply by smiling at another person, genuinely receiving them. And the way they know you genuinely receive them is what? By the way, if you want to have all the friends in the world, you have to become good at only one thing. Become a good questioner. Ask genuine questions. Do you know what a genuine question is? Can anybody tell me? Drop it in the chat if you think you know what a genuine question or what makes a question a genuine question. It's a genuine question because you're genuinely interested in the answer. You're not just asking questions to look good or ask questions. You're asking a question you have a genuine interest in. And if you genuinely connect with other people, you're going to be interested. And that's how people know. They know by your questions. They know by how they know, really, is by the second question. The very next question is going to tell them whether or not you listen to the answer to the first question. Right? Think about it. You know when somebody's engaging you and really hearing what you're saying because you could tell their next question is interested. It relates to the answer to the last question. It's created more interest in you, more curiosity. Wow, okay. So you like colors. Well, what's your favorite color? That's a great second question. If a person tells you they love colors, right? Orange? Okay. Orange. Well, what does orange mean to you? So orange to me is like bright and sunny and happy. It's my favorite color, by the way. You can't tell by what I'm wearing, but you can tell by the image in the background. I don't look good in orange, right? My best colors are black and blue. um, green, forget about it. Not good. Browns, absolutely not. Um, orange, no. Red, I could do red. I could do white. Anyway, I'm just askew here, but if you ask me, I told you I love colors, cheerful colors. You say, "Oh, what's your favorite color?" I say orange, and you ask me why orange. This is what orange means to me. What does it mean to you? I know you're genuinely interested in me and what I'm about, what's happening inside of me, right? What's going to happen next is I'm going to become genuinely interested in you. And this is how you find true connection, true union, two people who are genuinely interested, genuinely receiving, nobody trying to get anything from anybody. We're giving attention, right? Where two people are giving into the relationship. That relationship will become one thing, overflowing, because everybody's giving is going to overflow with love or energy or truth. And then everybody who comes in contact to those two individuals that are in that form of relationship will feel like they're part of it because it'll be overflowing to them, right? So that's how this works. So if you're in one of those positions, you can easily be about your purpose. You can still, do all of your tasks and your jobs and your chores, and in doing those, be delivering your purpose. Does that make sense? Just do your purpose right here, right now, no matter what it is you're engaged in. The rest takes care of itself. If you're meant for a promotion or a new job or to become the, next billionaire on the planet because you started some amazing business because it came to you to do it and everything you needed came to you, all that's going to start with you being about your purpose right here, right now. So your task and your job aren't really the same thing. You're not, yes, you got to do your tasks in your job, but that's just a vehicle for delivering your purpose. Makes sense. So if you're at the counter, serving someone, checking them out, if you smile, look them right in the eyes, find out what their name is, say hi to them, right? Genuinely connect with them, ask them some question, maybe something they're buying. If it's truly interesting to you, they're going to know that. They are going to remember you the next time they come in the store. Trust me on this. They're going to want to come in your line and talk to you because you've had a huge impact on them. Most people are not seen. Most people are not seen. Most people walk around. The greatest pandemic on the planet was not COVID. It's what COVID contributed to, which was loneliness, separation, feelings of being separated and lonely, caused the most damage on the planet. More people die from that than anything else. We find a way to check out of here, whether it's by getting sick, getting hurt, falling asleep at the wheel. A lot of destruction has occurred because of this sense of being separate and alone. It's not the truth of us. Okay. Your body is not the truth of you. Your body is a limitation device. It's a package that seems to contain you and limit you, right? And keep you separate of everyone and everything else. And in the physical world, no two bodies will ever find true union. They can only bump into each other no matter how intimate or close we get. They're never going to find true union, right? You can find union through relationships between bodies, but what's truly uniting is the non-physical source of you, what I call the hue in human. The hue in human, hue is a color or light. Hue is a sound, right? It's like and om, there's hume. The human in human is what finds true union. The hume in human is what finds true union. And I'm a poet. So think about that. This can be a vehicle, but it's not what finds union. And it's not the truth of you. This thing will definitely pass. Eventually, it'll cease to be, but you will not. The you in the human of you, will never cease to exist. So, anyway, your task is one thing, your purpose is another. Your job is about delivering your purpose. Consider that. Okay, all of you, and definitely to my young men out there who are trying to find your way, find your power. It's in your masculine force. Absolutely, you want to be connected to the feminine within you. That's direct line communication to source, comes through the feminine receptive power or flow. But as a man, most men, 80% of us men are here to major in the masculine. And the masculine is the productive force. It's the force that goes out there and does things, right? Now, I've been a life coach for over 20 years. I've been a motivational speaker for just as long. I'm the founder of the Purpose Powered Man Project. I highly recommend you guys look into that, jump into it with me, come into a power cluster, right? But today, I started a business with a buddy of mine for a lot of reasons. But most of the time I'm here behind the computer or on the phone, in front of the mic, up on a stage. But I love working with my hands. I love being outside. So today in, 38-degree weather, we're out there stump grinding with our other business, right? Because it feels good as a man to be out there using my hands and grinding stumps. And also it makes some good money. It's fun. So I definitely support you in getting in touch with that masculine force. If you want help doing that, if you sort of know what I'm saying, but you don't fully get what it is that's going on, a lot of young men out there are really struggling, really struggling. And I would say it's because they're disconnected. You're disconnected from your true masculine force. So I'm trying to say to you, the masculine is good. It is good. It is God-given, and the planet cannot survive without it. And most men are here to channel that masculine and to do things in the world with it. Now, the feminine doesn't have to go out there and do it. It can, a women can, but the feminine is not about going out there and doing. The feminine sits back and desires and attracts, opens up that receptive energy, and like a vacuum pulls to us what we need, right? The masculine is the part that goes out there and bangs the nails, digs the holes, grinds the stumps, right? It is absolutely necessary here. And it's probably, if you're not feeling inspired or passionate in your life, your purpose calls forward a ton of energy. That energy we call passion. It's joy, it's purposeful, it's motivational. It literally fills your body and makes you move, right? And for men especially, Without that, you're going to be dead in the water. You're not going to feel good about being here, right? So if you want to know more about it, reach out to me. I have several really powerful coaching programs. I'm doing the Purpose Powered Man Project event, which is called the Purpose Effect, on November 29th in Newtown, PA. We'll drop the information below after the live. Please jump into that with us. Check into it. It's a $44 ticket. Um, we don't turn anyone away. So if there's any challenge with that price or that cost, let us know. But it's a good price. We hope to fill the seats. Come on out. All right. At that event, by the way, you will have an opportunity to apply for scholarships into the Power Cluster. The Power Cluster is basically a 6-month program. It's very high end. It's not cheap to be in there, but we're aware that a lot of young men, especially, you haven't fully made your way yet in life, haven't necessarily found your purpose, or had enough time to accrue a lot of coin. So we're trying to find ways to make that available to you. And we've got a very generous sponsor who sponsored 6 full scholarships to be in that program. There's 12 men per cluster. So if you come to the event, that's where you get the opportunity to apply for the scholarship. And there'll be a team of people reviewing your application. You have to turn in a video with that. And they will select the 6 men. And for anybody who's left, there's another scholarship that gives you $10,000 towards coming into the program. So it significantly decreases the cost to you. And you can find out more about that. Just reach out to us, reach out to me, markvspeaks.com, mark@markvspeaks.com. You can just directly email me. And there'll be a link below to look into this. Okay. Love you all. Be about your purpose. Do your tasks, but know that that's just a vehicle for delivering your purpose. All right. The truth is true, whether you believe it or not. Just receive, and the truth will find you. Okay? You don't have to fight against anything. You don't have to resist the left or the right or any of that. In fact, there will be no more left or right if everybody does this. There'll only be pieces to the puzzle coming together. You don't have to resist another piece of the puzzle because they're not shaped like you. Everyone has something to bring. It's when we polarize, right? When I make you bad or wrong because you don't look like me, you don't sound like me, you don't think like me, whatever. When I do that, I will polarize way far away from you, and you will polarize away from me. And neither one of us will be in truth anymore. We will skew towards something exaggerated, something that's not true anymore. And then we fight against each other. It's not necessary. In fact, no power can overcome us as a united force. No power. On only truth will come. All right. Love you all. Peace. Let me see if there's anything in the chat yet that I need to address here. Macy, out of curiosity, are you going to join Mark at his event? Yeah. Please join me at my event. Love you all. All right. Peace out.